What's up, guys? My name's Rob. I got top 16. I got 15 plates at the Philly Regional, playing pure Radiant Typhoon. Um, I thought it was a good meta call because the deck can play Super Poly, Droplet, Sheena going second, and has access to like some very strong non-engine cards both sides, such as Sheena, D-Fissure, as well as Super Poly, and Dominus Rage. I think all super strong cards in the format. I went 8-2, only losing to round 3 to a Fiendsmith Yummy player where we both messed up something, and I didn't notice, and I was the one that basically lost a lot of advantage from it, from a purge and an SP resolving. That's my fault. I should have paid attention. And then I lost to Gem Knights the 9th round because game 1 I get Drolled, I get Perulia, Droll, Lightning Storm, Fallen, Starter, Extender, and game 2 my hand was pretty mediocre. I played in the 10 rounds. I played, I believe, 4 Yummy variants. I played with 2 Yummy Azamina, 1 Yummy Tri-Brigade, 1 Yummy Fiendsmith. I played Pure Mitsurugi. I played 2 Pure Mitsurugi, excuse me. Memento Dragoon, 1 Draco Tail, and then 2 Gem Knight. All in all, the deck felt really solid. I thought that having a deck that was really good into Fuwalos was going to be really good for this event, because I think a lot of people are going to be back on Mania because of the recurrence of Yummy. And yeah, big shout outs to Nella, my amazing girlfriend, always being supportive. Shout outs to everyone in the car, Jack for driving, Adam, Jerry, Harsh for being supportive. Shout outs to Harsh getting 18 place with a Radiant Tri-Brigade Yummy deck. Deck was super cool. Wish I got to play it, but I didn't have enough time to test it. And yeah, this is the deck I've been playing for the last few months as well. But yeah, shout out to everyone in the Royals Boys Discord server. And without further ado, I'm just gonna get through the cards. It was 41. I played Super Poly, and the deck has some kind of redundant cards, so I didn't want to. I wanted to keep it as close to 40 as possible, but with the way the ratios everything played out, it had to be 41. So I played 3 Eldum, 1 Swan. 3 Eldum, 1 Shield Bearer, 3 Swan, and 3 Chant for your actual like 1-card starters. Like, whenever your hand contains one of these cards, you just feel like so good, like, because these cards are super good into playing into boards, as well as like building your board. Actually, these being 3s can be making 2 items really strong. And this card's how you like kind of play respect roll a little bit if it's your only play, because you always just do this search if the pass quick effect priority, they roll you chain the quick place what you search. All in all, is really strong. 3 Crosea. Yeah, this card's really good. The problem is like, if you draw this card, you're by itself, your hand has to already contain quick play spells, which sometimes they do, but sometimes you have like the reactive quick play spells, like your Droplet, Super Poly, and with this, it's a little bit slower, but it's still a starter. This is what started when you're able to play 3 Vision. This card's gonna get live. This card's gonna get limited one day. I'm calling it. Magala, Big Phonics, and Big Varun. I didn't want to play more Magalas. I didn't get time to test the Elation build that played more Magalas in the side deck, and played Elations in the side deck as more engine cards. But all in all, I thought like this ratio was perfect. The deck kind of like builds itself. And 3 Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 Mandate, and 1 Ascendance. Yeah, these cards are all really strong. I think going forward, I kind of want to play 2 of these somewhere, because the recurability of this card is really good, as well as like sometimes it's like you can either play for an interruption, you can play for follow-up. So having this as an actual like bomb, because sometimes like when you're resolving Mandate, you can draw basically 3 cards in your draw phase, because you'll draw for Mandate on their turn, and what's it called? Draw for Mandate on their turn, draw for Mandate on your turn, as well draw for turn. And yeah, so that works out as well. Then for the non-engine, super standard, I played 3 Ash, 3 Fua, 2 Sheena, 3 Super Poly, 3 Droplet, 2 Fallen the Virtuous, I won't call it the Griff, I didn't want to play more Charmies because this deck can't really take advantage of the Charmies as much. Like, Fua is an exception because it's a wind monster, so you can randomly just make Great Fly and Wind Charmer, and Doom Eagle. So I didn't want to main multiple Perulias, and I didn't play Extravagance because I really wanted to play Super Poly. I thought Super Poly was the edge that this deck has, going into matchups like Mitsurugi, going up into Yummy, Dazamina deck. Draco Tail, this helps game 1 as well for Secretarian, as well as like the making Saiyan as Amina, to be able to crack the entire board. The droplets of us in the format. I only play 2 Fallen because like 1 Fallen is 2 Fallen. And you could always just loop it with Mandate and then call by for main deck Perulias and Joels. And Sheena was the best card. I did not play 3 Sheena because while Sheena is an amazing card, you always want to see it. It by itself doesn't do anything, so I wanted to mitigate as much because I already had the full walls like going first and do anything. And Super Poly, it's like a little more awkward going first. But these cards are like so strong going second, going into a board. That was really good. But I think the only thing I probably would change was I would probably side more Sheenas. For the extra deck, the only card that matters really is the Link 2. I wish I played 3, even though I'm playing like no extra. A third came up a few times. Wind Charmer, I don't think I ever summoned it. Great Fly, I summoned this card a lot. This card's really good. Doom Eagle, this card's really good as well. I never summoned SV. Thunderbird, I think I summoned like once. Typhoon, never summoned it. Albion, Fallen. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I drew Fallen. Like, every time I drew Fallen, it was just either didn't matter or it was games I lost anyway because I think the 2 times I got Fallen, I got Dusted, and the other time I got Dengoed. So it's just like, yeah, but these cards are like really good, obviously. Then Super Poly, I guess I never went to those 3. I never went to these. And then Guru Mod Dragon. Guru Secretarian I went to a lot. I thought this extra deck was fun. It was basically just covering my bases with everything. I think this package is really good, especially now that LZ and the LZ Synchro and the Saint and Illu Sylvia are in the format, that you can eat that board and Saint as into your own Illu Sylvia. You can technically also eat that into your own Illu Sylvia, which is kind of cool. I wish that I thought of a Super Poly target for 2 dragons, but it never came up. And then for the side deck, this is where I had the most margin for improvement. 3 Perulia, because it's one of the best Charmies. 2 Nib, 2 Droll, 2 Lava Golem, and 2 Dominus Purge. So the way I basically built my deck was going first. I was always siding out 6 between the Fuas and Super Polys. So if the matchup, so I also sided Di-Fi as well. And I'll just show the entire side, like explain the side deck patterns and the theory. But going up against Yummy going second, you have Perulia's Nibs they have to side in. And then you have Nib Trolls and Purges as well for going second against like K9 decks like VS or Krishan. Lava Golem was also really good against K9 VS. I didn't play any. But basically the matchups like that D-Figure is not usually good against, like Mitsurugi, Purge and Droll, or the matchups that D-Figure aren't good in, like against VS, VS and Mitsurugi, Droll and Purge are super strong against. And then Purge has the application of going second against the Draco Tail deck, where you can just like purge the traps going second, so you basically have like infinite board breakers to play through traps. I never sided in Lava Golem. The one matchup I should have sided in Lava Golem, I didn't, which was against a Draco Tail player who was siding Grand Google and Invader of Darkness, and I got invaded. I flew at him. It was so sad. I flew at him. He plays into it, and I'm like, I'm getting invaded of Darkness, and I didn't think about it when I was siding. Because it was just like Draco Tail's, in my head I was like, oh, Draco Tail's not doing the stuff, it's Yummy Azamina that's doing, or Yummy Fiendsmith that's doing those kinds of locks. So but I didn't say Lava Golem, but he also hard drew a Fallen and Virtuous and was able to go for like the full line because I just flew at him. Talents was insane. Every time I went first, like I got like double or triple hand trapped against like Yummy Azamina, and I just like Talents ripped the Marshmallow and had like cards for his 1 starter. Then I played against Draco Tail that he fools me. We have like 1 draw, and then I like Talents rip his 1 starter. And yeah, all in all, I thought the deck was really good. I think going forward, I probably would just take out Lava Golem for either Lightning Storms or more Sheenas. I think that I think that this deck is really strong. I think the problem is like you lose to too many bombs, like the lightning storm droplet, fallen, like those 2 to 3 card combinations. You just lose to. So that's why I played more hand traps for post side. It's kind of like how I had a theory with like Paleo many years ago, where I was siding in a lot of hand traps because you're gonna get evenly matched. You're gonna get lightning storm, red rebooted. So instead of playing more hand traps or siding more trap cards, I was just maining or siding more hand traps. So my plays are a little bit more diversified. But yeah, all in all, while I was very deflated with my placement, I think I still did something really good and something to be proud of. Thanks so much. I very much appreciate you guys. You have a lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.